Dear friends, in this video I am going to start with the new year's syllabus. Last year we have studied the Cartesian product, notion of relation and function, and domain, codomain, range, and some real valued functions, various types and graphs of those functions. In this year we are going to study types of relation, composite function, invertible functions and binary operation. First let us start with the types of relation. Okay. In the first part, some major 4 definitions are there. Types of relation: empty relation, universal relation, and some reflexive, symmetric and transitive relations, and equivalence relation. Most important concept, equivalence relation. Let us start with AB ordered pair. AB belongs to R implies A is related to B under relation R. Ordered pair AB belongs to R means A is related to B under the relation R, that is denoted by RAB suffixes. Okay. A relation is subset of A cross A. The empty set and A cross A are the two extreme relations. Most of the times this is empty relation, this is universal relation. These are called as trivial relations. A relation in set A is called empty relation if no element of A is related to every element of A. It is denoted by again null set. No element of A is related to every element of A. A relation R in set A is called universal relation if each element of A is related to every element of A. That is nothing but A cross A. Okay. Consider one example. Suppose set A is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then one relation, suppose it is defined as set of all ABs such that A minus B should be 10. See, understand, try to understand. This is the set. This R1 is defined on this set. The set of all ordered pairs such that A minus B is equal to 10. If you consider any two numbers, that difference cannot be 10 at all. So this is empty set, empty relation. So this is empty relation. Suppose you define another relation, set of all AB such that modulus of AB is non-negative. Modulus of AB is A minus B is non-negative, greater than or equal to 0. See, if you take any two numbers, say 2 and 4, 2 minus 4 is minus 2 under modulus, that is again plus 2. 1 and 4 minus 3 under modulus, 1 minus 3 is minus 3, that is non-negative. See this is true for each and every element of A. So this is universal set, universal relation. Okay. Let us consider plenty of examples while solving the exercise part. You take this. Over. Have you taken? Next definition is a relation R in a set A is called reflexive if both A and A belongs to R. For all A belongs to A. Symmetric, if AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R. For all AB belongs to A. Transitive, if AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R, then AC belongs to R. For all A, B, C are the elements of A. Can you understand this? While solving the example, you come to clear all these things. Reflexive, symmetric and transitive. AA, both should be same. If one is the reflex of the other. AA belongs to R. AB belongs to R should imply BA belongs to, that is symmetric. AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R implies AC belongs to R. A relation which satisfies all these three properties is called equivalence relation. A relation R in a set A is called equivalence relation if R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So, these are the four important definitions: empty relation, universal relation. Empty relation is one where no element of A is associated with any element of A. Universal relation is one, each element of A is associated with, related with every element of A. Reflexive means AA belongs to R, AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R is symmetric relation. AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R implies AC belongs to R. A relation R is equivalence if it satisfies reflexive, symmetric and transitive property. Only this much concept is there in this first part. Remember, in this unit you are going to ask on 1 marks question 1, 2 1 marks question, 3 1 marks question and 5 1 marks question. If they deduct the syllabus, that may be slightly different. So far, up to last year and the supplementary exam, the weightage of this unit is 11 marks. So, usually 1 marks question and 3 marks question will be asked on this only. 1 3 marks question will be asked, usually many times it is asked in this relations only. You take this. Okay, consider the examples. The relation in set 1, 2, 3 is given by R is equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. That is given. Check whether R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay. What is reflexive property? AA should belongs to R. Here 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 are the elements of R. As this is solution or answer. 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3 belongs to R. R is reflexive. Okay. To check symmetric property, 1, 2 is here. 1, 2 belongs to R. In order to satisfy the symmetric property, there should be one element, that is 2, 1, but that is not there. So, but 2, 1 is not the element of R. Therefore, R is not symmetric. R is not symmetric. Next, 1, 2 is element of R. AB and BC belongs to R should imply AC belongs to R. 1, 2 and 1, 3. 1, 2 and 2, 3 are the elements of the relation Then what is the property? 1 2 2 3 should imply 1 3 should be element of R. This, but 1 3 is not here. This does not imply 1 3 is element of R. Therefore R is not transitive. R is not transitive. Okay, you got it. Consider second one. Show that the relation R in the set Z is given by set of all ordered pairs AB such that 2 divides A minus B. 2 divides A minus B means A minus B is even. Is an equivalence relation. Okay. To check this for reflexive property, since 2 divides A minus A, so R is reflexive. AA belongs to R. R is reflexive. Now to check symmetric property, AB belongs to R. I will write it here. Oh, sorry. You take that. Okay. AB belongs to R implies 2 divides A minus B. That implies 2 also divides minus of A minus B, isn't it? That means 2 divides B minus A. If you take that inside B minus A, AB belongs to R implies 2 divides A minus B. If 2 divides B minus A implies BA belongs to R. That implies BA belongs to R. That means AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R. Therefore, R is symmetric. Therefore, R is symmetric. Can you see this? Take it. Okay. If 2 divides, to check transitive property, if 2 divides A minus B and 2 divides B minus C, then what about A minus C? See here, 2 divides A minus B means A minus B is even. 2 divides B minus C means B minus C is even. If A minus B and B minus C are even numbers, then A minus B plus B minus C is equal to A minus C is also even. Sum of two even numbers is even, isn't it? Then 2 divides A minus C. Therefore, what is 2 divides A minus B? that is AB belongs to R, and 2 divides B minus C means BC belongs to R, implies AC belongs to R. So R is transitive. R is transitive relation. Consider another example. Let L be the set of all lines in a plane, two-dimensional plane, and R be the relation in L, set of all lines, defined as R is equal to L1 and L2, ordered pair L1 L2, such that L1 is perpendicular to L2. The two lines are perpendicular, set of all lines which are perpendicular to each other. Then show that R is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. Okay. Solution is if L1 is perpendicular to L2, means L2 is also perpendicular to L1. That is, R is symmetric. R of L1 L2 is same as R of L2 L1. R is symmetric. As L1 is not perpendicular to L1, or L2 cannot be perpendicular to L2, a line cannot be perpendicular to itself, R is not reflex. In other words, L1 L1 or L2 L2 is not possible. Next, if to check transitive property, if L1 is perpendicular to L2 and L2 is perpendicular to L3. Consider one more line. Suppose L1 and L2 are perpendicular and L2 and L3 are perpendicular. Is it possible that L1 is perpendicular to L1? So what is the rule? AB belongs to R, that is, it is R is L1 L2. Meaning of this is R is relation from L to L3 is L2 perpendicular to L3. Then this should imply L1 should perpendicular to L3 or R of L1 L3. This does not imply L1 is perpendicular to L3, isn't it? If L1 is, suppose this is the line, this is L1, suppose another line, this is L2 perpendicular, and another line which is perpendicular to L2 means that should be L3. L1 and L3 cannot be perpendicular to each other. So R is not transitive. R is not transitive. Okay. you take that. This is from first exercise 1.1. First example is, I don't write the question, okay, there are many examples are there. The common question is, you have to check whether the relation is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. First one is relation R in the set A. You have to clearly note this. A relation is defined on which set? That is defined on the set A 1 to so on up to 14. Defined as R is equal to set of all xy 3x minus y is equal to 0. First write the relation. R is, this implies y is equal to 3x. Okay. So R is equal to, when x is equal to, from this defined on this set A, when x is equal to 1, y is 3. When x is equal to 2, y is 6. When x is equal to 3, y is 9. When x is equal to 4, y is 12. When x is equal to 5, that is 15. 15 is not there, only up to 14. So 1 3, 2 6, 3 9 and 4 12. Okay. Is it reflexive? Clearly 1 1, 2 2, so on up to 14 14 is not belongs to R. R is not reflexive. Okay, XX, YY such term should be there. R is not reflexive. To check the symmetric property, 1 3, take any one ordered pair. 1 3 is there, that belongs to R. 1 3 is the element of R, but 3 1 is not the element of R. 1 3 belongs to R, whereas 3 1 is not. So R is not symmetric. Take any two. 1 3 belongs to R and 3 9 belongs to R. 1 3 3 9. According to the rule, AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R should imply AC belongs to R. 1 3 3 9, 1 9 should be the element of R, but that is not there. This does not imply 1 9 does not belongs to R. Does not imply, so belongs to R. This does not imply 1 9 is the element of R. So R is not transitive. Okay, take another one. Relation in the set natural numbers defined as set of all xy such that y is equal to x plus 5, where x is less than 4, is reflexive, symmetric, transitive. That's what you have to check. Write the R. R is less than 4 means when x is equal to 1, 1 plus 5, 6. When x is equal to 2, 2 plus 5, 7. When x is equal to 3, 3 plus 5, 8. when x is equal to 4, not 4, 4 is not included. So relation contains only these three elements. Clearly R is not reflexive because 1 1, 2 2, etc. are not the elements of R. 1 6 R is not symmetric because 1 6 belongs to R does not imply 6 1 belongs to R. R is not transitive because AB belongs to R, AB and BC belongs to R does not imply AC belongs to R. No such elements, general rule I wrote. So R is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. See here. This is third example in the first main only. Relation R in the set A 1 2 3 4 5 6 has set of all ordered pairs xy. Y is divisible by x. Second element is divisible by first element. First write the relation R. R is equal to second element should be divisible by first element up to 6 1 1. 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. Okay, starting with 2. 2 1 cannot be possible. 2 2, 2 4, 2 6, 3 3, 3 6. You got it. 4 4 up to 6 you have to consider. See, 3 3 is possible, 3 6 is possible, 2 2, 2 3 cannot possible, 2 4, 2 6. Similarly 4, it cannot divide any other two elements. So 4 4, 4 4, 5 5 and 6 6. Okay. Next, is it reflexive? Yes. 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, 6 6. As generally I will write it as x belongs to R. For all x belongs to A, R is reflexive. Okay. Now to check the symmetry property. What is it? 1 2 belongs to the relation, but 2 1 does not belongs to this R. R is not symmetric. Okay, and you can take anyone, 2 4 and 4 2 is not included. Then transitive property, if you take 1 2 2 2, 1 2 is there, 1 5 5 5, that will do. 1 3 yes, consider anyone. 1 5 belongs to R and 5 5 again belongs to R, implies 1 5 implies 1 5 belongs to R. Or you can take any other element. 2 2 belongs to R and 2 6 belongs to R, that is again 2 6. So R is transitive. So it is reflexive as well as transitive, but not symmetric. Fourth one is relation R in the set of all integers. Z is set of all integers defined as R is equal to set of all xy's, x minus y belongs to Z. X minus y belongs to Z. Okay. Solution is as x minus x, the relation definition is x minus y, x minus x is equal to 0. This is also an integer. This implies x comma x is element of R. Okay, therefore R is reflexive. Now x minus y is an integer, implies or xy belongs to R, implies x minus y is an integer. X minus y is integer means minus of x minus y also integer, isn't it? That means y minus x is also integer. Y minus x is integer means yx should belongs to R in this relation. That implies yx belongs to R. Therefore R is symmetric. Okay. If xy and yz belongs to R, then x minus y plus y minus z. Xy belongs to R means x minus y belongs to R. Yz belongs to R means y minus z. So if you add that, you will get z. This is also integer. Xy and yz are, xy belongs to R means x minus y is integer. Yz belongs to R means y minus z is integer. X minus y plus y minus z is again integer, that is z minus x. Therefore xy belongs to R, yz belongs to R implies xz belongs to R. Y minus z is integer means that implies xz belongs to R. Therefore, R is transitive. Okay, that means R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So, what is the name of this relation? That is equivalence relation. You may ask to show R is an equivalence relation. So, another example is relation R is set of all xy's, x and y work at the same place. You have to check this for reflexive, symmetric and transitive properties. X and x belongs to R. The same person can work at the same place. So, this is R is reflexive. Okay. XY belongs to R means x and y work at the same place, implies yx belongs to R. If xy, the two persons work in the same place means yx, whatever may be the order. So, R is symmetric. XY belongs to R and YZ. XY and YZ are the elements of relation R. If X and Y work in one place, Y and Z work in same place, means X and Y Z should also work in the same place only. So, this implies Zx should also belongs to R. So, this is the definition xy. xy such that x and y work at the same place. Suppose yz means y and z work at the same place. That is the definition of relation. So, R is transitive. See here, another one. XY such that x is exactly 7 centimeter taller than y. These are all related to x, y, z or related to persons, human beings. X, y, x is exactly taller than y. See, x cannot belongs to R because a person himself cannot be 7 centimeter taller than himself. So, as x cannot be taller than 7 centimeter to himself. Okay. If x, y belongs to R, implies x is 7 centimeter taller than y. This does not imply y is also 7 centimeter taller than x. If x is 7 centimeter taller than y means y is also cannot 7 centimeter taller than x. So, that does not imply yx belongs to R. Therefore, R is not symmetric. If xy and yz belongs to R, what is the meaning of this? X is 7 centimeter taller than y and y is 7 centimeter taller than z, then x cannot be 7 centimeter taller than z, isn't it? If x is 7 centimeter taller than y and y is 7 centimeter taller than z, means x is 14 centimeter taller than x is 14 centimeter taller than z. Therefore x, y and yz belongs to R does not imply xz belongs to R. Therefore R is not transitive. Okay, you got it? Take it. See here another example. Relation R is defined as xy such that x is father of y. X is father of y. First one is son, second one or daughter, second one is father. Okay. X cannot belong to the relation, isn't it? One cannot be father himself, father to himself. So as therefore R is not reflexive. XY belongs to R implies X is father of Y. It does not imply Y is father of X. If X is father of Y, means Y cannot be father of X. Therefore this does not imply Yx belongs to R. Therefore xy belongs to R does not imply Yx belongs to R. Therefore R is not symmetric. Okay. If xy and yz belongs to R implies x is father of y and y is father of z. What does it imply? If x is father of y and y is father of z, then this implies x is grandfather of z. That means x is not father of z. That does not imply x z belongs to R. That means xy and yz belongs to R does not imply xz belongs to R. So R is not transitive. Okay.